This is the Cowsar 60-inch Fireplace TV Stand Mantel wood surround firebox, and after 3 months of living with it every day, I've got a clear picture of what it does well and where it tests your patience. I bought it because I wanted one piece to handle my TV, storage, and that cozy fire vibe without the hassle of a real fireplace. Key features that drew me in were the 60-inch width, the infrared quartz electric heater rated at 5100 BTU, the adjustable LED flames, and the fact that it's a full TV stand with cabinets, not just a heater. From my experience, the buying and delivery flow was straightforward, but it arrives in 2 separate boxes. Mine came a day apart. The total weight is no joke at around 123 pounds, so plan for help moving it. Everything was packed well, and all hardware was in the bags it needed to be in, which I appreciated. Assembly was where my initial doubts kicked in. The instructions are decent with clear drawings, and the panels are labeled, but this was a long build. It took me most of an afternoon, with the fireplace insert install being the hardest step. There's very little room to get a screwdriver into the mounting spots once the mantel frame is up. I ended up using a long Phillips screwdriver and a little painter's tape to hold screws in place while I guided them in. It worked, but it wasn't fun. If you're not comfortable assembling furniture, plan for extra time or have a second person to help hold panels while you align dowels and cam locks. One small annoyance. The adhesive label around the touch controls on the front started to lift at the corner within a week. It's cosmetic, but it makes the unit feel less premium than it looks. Once it's together, the furniture side does its job well. The footprint is 60 inches wide, 15.75 inches deep, and 32.8 inches tall. The top holds my 55-inch TV with plenty of space to spare, and it feels stable. The color reads as walnut in person, warm, neutral, and easy to match with a modern or farmhouse look. The engineered wood panels are clean and consistent, and the doors align better than I expected for a flat-pack cabinet. I keep streaming devices and a router in the open middle shelves and board games in the side cabinets. The shelves adjust, which makes it easy to fit taller stuff. If you're new to engineered wood, it's a blend material that looks like real wood but can swell with moisture and doesn't love being moved repeatedly. I've been careful with coasters and wipe up any water rings right away. The fireplace itself is the reason to pick this unit. In my opinion, the LED flame system is the standout. You get multiple color options for the flame, 4 base colors, 12 ember bed colors, and separate controls for flame speed and brightness with 5 levels each. That sounds like a lot, and it is, but it's actually easy to use. The remote lets me change everything from the couch, or I can tap the touch panel on the front. I usually run a slower, dimmer flame in the evening and bump it brighter when friends come over. Does it look like a perfect real fire? Not quite. It casts a warm, relaxing glow and sets the mood, but it doesn't fully fool the eye. Think ambient lighting with movement rather than a true log flame. Still, I like it, and it makes the room feel more inviting. Heat output has been solid for me. It's a corded electric infrared quartz heater, which means it warms objects and air more gently than a typical space heater. There are 2 power levels, 750 watts and 1500 watts, and it's rated at 5100 BTU. My living room is roughly 350 to 400 square feet with an open doorway to the hall. On the 1500 watt setting, it takes the chill off the whole room nicely within about 15 to 20 minutes. On the lower wattage, it holds a mild warmth without running up the power draw. The blower noise is low, more like a fan on low speed, so I can watch TV without raising the volume. The heating glass stays cool to the touch, and the unit has an overheat cutoff and an 8-hour timer, which I use at night if I'm reading and want it to shut itself off later. For safety and peace of mind, those matter. Smell and off-gassing are questions I get a lot about units like this. From my experience, there was a mild new product smell the first day when I ran the heater on high for an hour, but it faded quickly after a couple of uses with windows cracked. By week 2, I didn't notice anything. Day to day, the convenience factor is strong. I like that I can run the flames with no heat, so it's useful year-round. The remote covers the basics: power, heat level, color, brightness, speed, and timer, without having to dig through a manual every time. If a guest wants to change the look, I hand them the remote and it's intuitive. The stand's height is comfortable for viewing, and the storage hides clutter. The finish has resisted scratches from remotes and decor, though I wouldn't put anything wet directly on it. I only tightened one hinge after a month. Everything else has stayed square. A few realities to keep in mind. The flame effect is stylish, but it won't give you the "is that real" moment. The assembly is legit hard in a couple of spots, especially the insert mounting. The unit is heavy and not ideal for frequent moves, and engineered wood doesn't love humidity, so take care if your room swings damp. That peeling control decal is a small but real knock on the fit and finish. I also wish the brand put a little more into hand clearance for the insert screws, because that's the step that will frustrate most people. It's perfect for someone who wants a clean, modern centerpiece that combines storage, a TV stand for up to a 60-inch screen, and a cozy flame look without the mess of a real fireplace. If you want customizable mood lighting, you'll really enjoy the range of colors and speeds. If you need supplemental heat for a medium-sized living room, the 1500 watts mode delivers, and the 750 watts option is nice for shoulder seasons. From my experience, setup is smoother if you have a second person, a long Phillips screwdriver, and a soft blanket to protect the finish while you assemble. Keep a vacuum nearby for the packing debris and give yourself unhurried time. If you're new to furniture terms, engineered wood is a cost-effective material that looks like wood veneer on the outside but uses a composite core. It's sturdy when assembled correctly, but should be treated gently and kept dry to last. In my opinion, the value here is the combination of design and flexibility. I use it every day as a TV console. I run the flames most evenings because the lighting is calming, and I kick on the heat during chilly mornings to warm the room fast without touching the thermostat for the whole house. The small quality hiccup on the control label doesn't change the fact that the unit looks great once it's in place. I'd recommend this for anyone who wants a multifunctional living room anchor, likes the idea of set-the-mood lighting with actual heat when needed, and doesn't mind a challenging assembly to save money over a pre-built piece. If you move often or want heirloom-level materials, this may not be the best match. If you want practical comfort and a clean look at a reasonable price, it hits the mark. In conclusion, the Cowsar 60-inch Fireplace TV Stand Mantel wood surround firebox has earned its spot in my living room. It's not perfect, but it delivers on what matters. Ambiance on demand, meaningful heat for a typical living room, solid storage, and a design that blends with modern or farmhouse decor. The experience improves once the assembly is behind you, and that's when the unit starts doing exactly what I wanted, make the room feel warm, calm, and pulled together. I will post full information about the Cowsar 60-inch Fireplace TV Stand Mantel wood surround firebox in the comments section. See you in the following videos.